Good morning, everyone. How are you? Natalia here. Today I am going to be talking a little bit about the 100K I intended to finish last weekend, the Black Canyon Ultra 100K outside of Phoenix, Arizona. I'm gonna do a little bit of a race report, and also I'm gonna talk about the course, the weather, the organization. The intention with this video is to give you, if you're watching it, a good idea of what to expect during that race. Number one, I'm gonna talk about the organization of the event. This event is organized by a company called Aravapaiva Running. I am probably not pronouncing it well, but anyhow, the organization was impeccable. I loved it. They sent regular emails updating the weather, updating the course, making sure that our crew knew what to do. The communication was impeccable. The swag was really good. The t-shirt, it's very nice and fits me well, so I'm gonna wear it. They also gave us a buff, a little headband with the logo of the race that I thought it was very cute. And so the organization overall, I will give them a 10 out of 10. I really like that company, and I recommend running with them. I will say I am not sponsored by them. I am not an ambassador. So although I would love to, but so this is just my view of the event. Yeah, so the organization right on point. Number two, I will say the course. The course is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's challenging though. If you go to their website, you will see that there is a net elevation loss. You start on Mayer, Arizona, and the first half of the race, it's a very nice downhill. It's a gradual downhill. You go up a little bit, and the race starts with a loop around the high school track, which is a dirt track, which I thought it was phenomenal. So we did a loop there, and then we started running on a fire road, and for the first I think it's 7 miles up until we got to the first aid station, it was a combination of fire roads and single track, and the course was kind of crowded there. I got caught on a conga line, if you know what that is, and so we were running back to back. It was difficult to go fast because of that reason, which was a good thing actually, because there is the potential of starting this race way too fast and then having a harder time on the second half of the race. If you are doing the 100K, I am talking about the 100K today, because that's the race I attempted to finish. So yeah, so the first, up until you get to the first aid station, it's very nice. It's cool. It was cool. The sun was rising. We started at 7 a.m. so it was dark, but pretty soon the sun started to rise, and we could start to see the trail. And from mile 1 to mile about 30, it's a very gradual downhill with some hilly parts, but mostly downhill. And then once you reach the half point, the course starts to change, and it becomes a very windy and more flatter, if you will tell. It's flat and up and down, and you go like this and like this. It's very windy and very rocky. This is a very rocky course. I will say there are areas where it's smooth and softer in a way, but remember, this is a race that happens on high altitude desert, so rocks are supposed to be expected. Although these were river rocks, they weren't lava rocks, and so they weren't sharp, they were smooth, rounded rocks, but there were a lot of those. So the footing, it's very tricky. Even when it's downhill, it's very tricky to go hard downhill when you are going on all these rocks, and when you are going like this, up and down and about. Let's talk now about the aid stations. The aid stations were phenomenal. Volunteers were off the chart, amazing. They were anticipating to my needs. They had everything and the kitchen sink there, all sorts of soda, energy drinks, warm food, quesadillas, grilled cheese sandwiches, apple pie, cherry pie. They had vegan food. They had hummus and avocado wraps and turkey and cheese wraps, and then the regular, you know, what we see on a regular aid station at an ultra: M&Ms, gummy bears, potato chips. They had plenty of ice, buckets with ice, buckets where you could dump your hat, and I mean, and the volunteers, as I said before, they were off the chart, so helpful. So many of them, there were a lot of people helping out, a lot. So thank you guys, you really blew my mind. I was so thankful. It put a smile on my face every time I got to this aid station, because you guys rocked. So the aid stations were right on point. I really didn't see anything that I will add to it. It was really good, and weather was very good this year. Temperatures were great. We started, as I said, around 7 a.m. and it was on the 40s, maybe low 40s, and it got hot during the day, but not super hot, probably upper 60s, maybe 70s, I don't know. You know how it is when you are running out there, you are completely exposed. There is no shade. This trail is gorgeous, but it doesn't have any shade, so you feel the heat a little bit more, and it's very dry. Of course, it's the Sonoran Desert, so it's very dry, so you feel it a little bit more. But yeah, but temperatures, I believe, for the time of the year and for the area, geologically, for the area, we got really lucky. But let me know your experience down there. You may not agree with me, and also keep in mind that I trained in southern Nevada, so it's very hot here too. We kind of have the same weather, so I am used to the weather. So just, yeah. So anyhow, so we talked about the course, we talked about the volunteers, the aid stations were on point, we talked about the swag, about the weather. So will I recommend this race? Yes, 100% yes. My race wasn't what I expected, my racing experience, but it didn't have anything to do with the race itself. It had more to do with an injury I had, and so 4 weeks, my training was going really good. I was training, it was perfect. I was really confident that I was gonna PR. My other 100K I did 13 hours or so, and I wanted to do on the 12 hours this time, and everything was telling me I was gonna do it. And then I hurt my hamstring doing squats at the gym, And I had to make a tough decision. I had to decide if I wanted to DNS, which is do not show, or did not show, or if it was gonna be a DNF and maybe hope for a miracle. And if you know me, you know that I am all about showing up. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna have a good time and enjoy and explore a new trail. So that's what I did. I had to DNF at mile 52, and I had a blast. So the trail is so beautiful. The people, the other runners were so nice. I met some great people. The saguaro cactuses are huge, and the river crossings were nice, and everything was just beautiful. So I call it a success. I call it a success on a good attitude and on just showing up. You know, sometimes you show up, you take the leap of faith, and you have a good day, even when, you know, even if you're injured. And sometimes you don't show up if you're injured. I don't know. This particular time I decided to do it anyway. And my husband was there with me, helping me out, and he's so supportive, and he was there at every crew accessed aid station, helping me out. And so thank you, husband. Thank you, Rich. You are the bomb. I love you. And yeah, and you know, it was a great experience for me. But I don't want to bore you too much with that, with my experience. Hopefully next time I make a race report, I am gonna be able to say, yes, I did great, I finished, and here is my belt buckle. Not this time. This time I didn't get my belt buckle, but it's fine. I'm good. So yeah, so that's it for today. This is gonna be a long video. Hopefully you are still there. If you're still there, I give you the kudos, thumbs up. Thank you so much. Like this video, subscribe if you want to hear more about my racing. Now I am gonna start training for San Diego 100 miler in June. That is my A race. But before that race, I am running Boston Marathon in April. And so I'm gonna keep on uploading videos with my training, with what I eat, what I wear, and all that kind of fun stuff from a women's perspective. So, you know, there are a lot of guys out there doing reports, but I felt like I needed some female support too, so I am creating it here. Yes, how exciting. So thank you so much for watching. You are a rock star. Again, ask me any questions down there. I am going to link the race website, the Aravapivar website, just in case you want to check the other races they have. And yes, see you when I see you again. Bye.